Hello, Gaurav. How are you? Ready for
I'm all
today?
right. Absolutely. Well prepared.
Yes, I look forward. I just gave you permission to record. I hope that works.
Yes, it is working.
Okay. I suggest we start if you're ready, Gaurav. Would you like to begin
Yes.
now?
So, nakshatras are used for delineation of a chart by use of nakshatra deity, symbol, planet lord, zodiac sign, and charan. Nakshatras are used for day forecasting in natal chart by a special system of Tara Chakra or Nakshatra table signifying category and type of events that are about to happen for an individual. Nakshatras are also used for timing of events in a native life by use of planetary direction system called Dasha, signifying activation of a specific planet in the chart assigned through moon's nakshatra. There is detailed use of nakshatra in synastry astrology, which is not only used between a couple, but also between business partners or associates. It can also be used to ascertain harmony in friendship. Nakshatras are also used in electional astrology to ascertain auspicious time to commence an event or actions such as marriage, starting new business, signing contracts, inauguration of home, shop, office, etc., buying land, starting construction, buying new vehicles, conception, making medicine or taking medicine, surgery, filing litigations, etc. Nakshatras are also used in identifying weather patterns and important geological or social events in mundane astrology by the use of SBC system, which is called Sarvato Bhadra Chakra. And nakshatras are also helpful in understanding of ancestral blockages in a chart. We'll move further. Now we already know that 12 zodiacs, they comprise of 360 degrees in a circle. The same way, 27 nakshatras are also equal to 360 degrees. But one nakshatra duration, if we divide 360 degrees by 27, the duration for one nakshatra is 13 degree and 20 minutes. That is what we get. One nakshatra is also further divided up into four charan. These are the 27 nakshatras. The first nakshatra starting from Ashwini, the second Bharini, the third Kritika. So there is also huge importance to them being divided into three different sections of 9 nakshatras each. Now I am presenting you the deities and symbols of nakshatra. Now these have great, huge importance attached to them. Every nakshatra is allocated a deity and a symbol. So the deity has a different function and a symbol has its own impact over the nakshatra. Nakshatra and associated planets. Now, as you can see, the nakshatras in the second column are starting from Ashwini and ending in the third column at the last column at Revati, the fourth column. But the first column is representing planets. Now, planets are lords of these, are treated as lords of these nakshatras. Now, this is a beautiful pair of horse, and this is associated with the Ashwini Kumars. The Ashwini Nakshatra, the first nakshatra. The deity is Ashwini Kumars and the symbol is horse. A horse is a symbol of power. Horsepower is also a measure of power. So, about the Ashwini Nakshatra, the Ashwini Kumars represent power, movement, and vitality. The symbol of a horse in itself is representative of beginning of a journey, which is, now here is a good picture of a tree with its roots. Just keep this picture in your mind and just imagine Just think about it. What are the things you can associate with this picture? The tree. The tree is going upwards and the roots are going downwards into the ground. Now, whatever comes to your mind, just hold that thought. Think about it and hold that thought. Because there is something very delicate and intricate and interesting associated with the second nakshatra, the moon nakshatra of Neil Armstrong. That is Mula Nakshatra. Now the deity is Nritri or Rudrani, and the symbol is roots. Strong roots help in upward growth and strength. But weak roots result in destruction and extinction. Now that is the basic ideology about the Mula Nakshatra. So the deity is Nariti, Rudrani. The symbol is roots. Roots as a symbol represent getting to basics and in depth of something by inquiring. Roots also show past bonds or ancestral bondings representing hereditary. Roots are invisible part of a tree used in healing. It shows inclination for the occult or secret things. Furthermore, thank you for your time and thank you for your patience. Now I will stop the screen share.
Wanted to thank you first about the presentation. It was really interesting. I learned so much.
I thought this is very valuable because in a way, this is what you've presented to us is very authentic.
Yes, as I already said, that my teacher always emphasized me to study, to go to the roots, of that thing and, you know, discover the original thing which is there, not something which is written and influenced by the modern astrologers down the ages, but rather go back to the original source of it.
I love that it reflects my I love sacred geometry. That's one of my favorite things in the world to study. And I love that you presented the various ways the sacred geometry that fits the natural world and this division and why that division happened and how it all is composite within the natural world, those same numbers and those same numerical relationships.
Yes, definitely. When we are talking about Vedic astrology, it goes absolutely into the harmonious way of the entire cosmic order. That is the whole purpose here. If it is not in harmony, then the purpose gets defeated.
Thank you.
Thank you, because I love the way that it is rooted in symbology, and you know, the Vedic tradition itself, which hasn't lost its roots. Because I think when you compare it to a Western system, in a way that doesn't have the same kind of roots. To me, it's just rooted in the seasons. You know, like the tropical system that we use. So it just doesn't really mean anything in itself. It just means that it's, you know, sort of tagged on to the seasons, if you like. Whereas this has actual spiritual roots. It seems a lot more meaningful. It has a lot more depth and complexity than the Western system. So I personally love what you've presented today. I love it.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I learned.
Thank you so much. Me too. And yes, really inspired the curiosity, I think, of many of us to
Can you hear me?
explore. Yes?
Yes.
Well, thank you for your presentation. I really, I learned a lot here about Vedic astrology, which I've always been curious about. And it's clarified for me that my study of Vedic astrology will be for another lifetime. I'm very clear about my own path, and it's great to be able to converse with someone of your depth of knowledge about this topic. And so I really appreciate all the time and effort you put into your presentation. It's really grand. So thank you.
Oof, yeah, there was so much to take in. I mean, yeah, I mean, I thought I'd read a bit about this, but you certainly had more than I'd ever come across before. Yeah, it was very good. I mean, I like a lot of people have said, I actually find I like numerology as well. So I found all the connections that you found astronomically and numerologically to the 108 really interesting, because I think maybe you mentioned this or I'd read this somewhere about the mala beads as well, the 108 beads on the mala bead that they have in India and Buddhist countries as well. That fascinated me. The connection to 9 and 9 times 9, and then the number of God. That philosophically, I was impressed by how you kept emphasizing your relationship with your teacher, and this relationship. This is something that's come clear to me in Indian astrology. This relationship between pupil and teacher is much stronger than we have here in the West, where it's very much just a la carte. You just pick a little bit here, pick a little bit there. You kind of all together in smorgasbord, you put it all together. But it's very clear you've got a very devoted, committed relationship with who you've studied with, and I think that's quite impressive. We've maybe lost that a bit. Maybe we never had it for a long time anyway in the West. Certainly don't have it today. And in the internet age, particularly where everybody's jumping all over the place, that's kind of an
Can
issue.
I just intervene a little bit? Because what Mark said, I was going to say the same, that I'm impressed by your devotion to your subject and the way you follow a particular path of study.
What I loved about the presentation is you showing the lineage that you have, and that is, it seems to be an unbroken link right back to the past, and that it's so well rooted in a tradition which is still alive. So it sort of pulsates with energy for me because of that. That it has a real vibrancy to it. I also did like the amount of complexity in it, because I do like a bit of complexity, and the depth that the complexity adds as well. So the whole system of the Nakshatras. I just find it amazing that each one has got so many symbols attached to it and so many levels of depth. Different levels that go through it. But like Dwayne was saying, it'd probably take me a lifetime to uncover it all. But it has. What I liked about the presentation was it was definitely a really good introduction to it. It was a really good taster. It's really whetted my appetite to look deeper into it. So yeah, thank you very much for that. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Isabella is thanking you for the presentation. I think she wants to just comment on the chat box. So she says the presentation was incredible, and I think he explained everything really well and in a way that was easy to follow. Now I will start investigating about Vedic astrology.